biggest misconceptions you might hear whenever you first get into plants is that you should get your plants on a watering schedule. I don't agree with that. Whether your plants are in soil or leca, every plant is different, so having a set schedule for each one really isn't going to work out. I mean, yeah, over time you can pretty much learn your plant and have a pretty good idea of when to water and how much your plant needs. But at the same time, things also change throughout the year too. You know, the summers are going to be a lot hotter, so you're probably going to water a little bit more often. And then the winter, not as much. So you also have to account for that and adjust there as well. I have pretty much all of my plants in leca, so that makes it a lot easier, and especially because it's in a clear jar, so I can just look at the water level. But if yours are all in soil, then there's really good options for that too. For example, there's some digital options you can get. I can't remember exactly what it's called, to be honest, but basically this little digital thing that you stick in the soil and it'll tell you what the moisture level is in your soil. Some people even use things like a wooden skewer or a toothpick to check the couple first inches of the soil to see if it's wet or not. And then also over time, you'll kind of be able to judge the weight of your plant. For example, whenever it's pretty dry and probably time to water, it'll feel a lot lighter. And right after you water it and whenever it's pretty well saturated, it'll be a lot heavier. So that's a pretty good rule of thumb too, once you kind of get the hang of it, and especially if you're moving your plants to water them, that kind of depends too, but if you're never picking your plant up anyway, then you may not know the difference between when it's dry and not dry. But anyway, you can use that as a rule of thumb anyway, if you do want to kind of keep a mental note of how much the plant weighs whenever you water it versus whenever it's time to water it. But yeah, every plant is different and no set schedule, especially if you try to follow someone else's schedule. It's probably not going to work for your plants because simple things like the humidity, the temperature in your house, all those kind of things matter too and are going to be a factor in how much and how often you need to water. So the best thing is to pretty much over time learn your plants and make your own schedule instead of trying to follow someone else's, because I did that in the beginning. I was looking up plant watering schedules and stuff like that and it wasn't working out. So don't make that mistake.